I'm just looking at this TikTok here about a mother who left her daughter in her playpen while she went on vacation for 10 days. Man, when I leave royalty, my fur baby in the morning, I can't hardly stand it. Leaving fat boy, let alone my child. You know, I remember when I used to be overwhelmed when I was married and I had my son and my daughter and I was overwhelmed, and my husband and I, we we used to fight to see, not fight literally, but try to rush out the door to see who could get out first. And then the one who didn't get out first had to stay with the children. Because there comes a time when a parent needs a break. And it's just overwhelming sometimes. My question is, where is the father for this child? Because when she was at a breaking point like this, that's when the father should have stepped in. Let me share this clip with you. Here we go, guys. And let's try not to be judgmental. I don't know what the mother was thinking. Was she having a nervous breakdown? Did she just have to go? I can't take another day of this. I don't know. Let's finish listening.
A 32-year-old woman from Ohio has been arrested and charged with murder after leaving her 16-month-old baby in her playpen while she went on vacation. So look, according to the reports, the 32-year-old woman left her 16-month-old daughter for a total of 10 days while she traveled from Detroit to Puerto Rico. Once she made it back home, she called 911 and said, "My daughter is inside of her playpen and she's not breathing. Can I get someone over here to help me?" An autopsy on the child revealed that she died from starvation and severe dehydration. Listen, I would like to think that she went on vacation by herself, because I don't want to believe that somebody else went with her, knowing that she got a baby back at home inside of a playpen, screaming and crying because she hungry and need her diaper changed. If the word selfish had a face to it, I believe it would look like this. I don't even see how she enjoyed herself in Puerto Rico. If I leave the house thinking I left the stove on, I'm turning back around, because if I don't, it's going to be on my mind the whole time I'm out. And she left a whole baby behind. I wonder if she just dumped a whole bunch of food inside the playpen, thinking whenever she get hungry, she could just pick one of these bottles up and drink it. And instead of having a saggy diaper on, I'll just take her diaper off. So that'll be one less thing for her to worry about. And I wonder if she was surprised to come back home and find the little girl dead. She been out having the time of her life, coming back home and walked through the door, and the first thing that hit her nose is the smell of death. And it's no one to blame but you. Even if you didn't pay for the trip to go to Puerto Rico, I'm sure whoever paid for it knew you had a child. It got women out here going on their first date, bringing all their friends, ordering everything on the menu, and asking the dude to pay for it. And here it is, you can't ask for a few dollars to get somebody to watch your daughter while you go to Puerto Rico with them? Let me say this here. Any man that really care about you, he also care about your children too. Anybody that call themselves your friend is not just a friend of you, but they're also a friend of your children too. And when I say friend of your children too, I mean they care about their well-being. It's no way I'm gonna take my friend to Puerto Rico knowing my friend got a child back at home that can't fend for theyself, can't feed theyself, can't change theyself. I can't go nowhere with my friend knowing he got that going on, because I don't just care about my friend. I care about his children too. I care about what he got going on in his life too. So no, we can't go to Puerto Rico and you got all of that going on. You gonna have to sit this one out. I'ma still go, but you can't go with me.
Something is obviously wrong with this female here, because she's 32 And, you know, you can't blame the partner who she went with, because she could have told the partner that she already hired a babysitter. That partner didn't know, possibly. That's what I think. I don't think nobody in their right mind would agree to go on vacation with someone. You're going to tell me you're going to leave the baby in a pen? And I know we're going to be gone for 10 days. And you're talking about, yeah, we can leave. I think that she told the person that she was traveling with, yeah, just leave her in the pen. We can leave right now because, yeah, my friend is coming over. She has the key. She'll let herself in. The baby's going to be okay. I'll call it. Yeah. I believe something like that happened. You know, let me read some of these comments here. One woman says, this world is on another whole level of evilness and wickedness. You know, this is also a reason why a lot of women are saying they don't want children, because they know they can't handle it. So isn't it better not to have children if you're going to end up treating them like this? You have a whole lot of these mothers who are snapping. They're snapping. They're losing it because it's too much for them. That's why God saw fit to have a father and a mother in the child's life. They don't even have to live in the same house, which a lot of the times that's better for the child. If the two parents are going to keep arguing and bickering, then that's just going to break the child's nerves. And that's going to be trauma, PTSD, something that they're going to have to get past. You know, I know that being a single mother is like the hardest job, because my husband and I end up separating or being apart. I had to kick him out because he was a cheating bastard. He couldn't keep his eggplant where it belongs. So I ended up, but I never, ever would stop a father from spending time with his children. He just chose not to. He ended up on some drugs or whatever. And that was when my children were, I think they were 4 and 5 or 5 and 6 years old, you know? And then I had to go through the thing of hiring a babysitter when I went to work. It was hard. It was hard. And babysitters back then were expensive. I know you know how much they cost this day and age, but it's rough. That's why God did not create. Oh, first of all, the Bible says, Ephesians chapter 6, it says that you fathers go on raising up these children. That is not a mother's job. She's not supposed to be raising children. She's supposed to be carrying out the father's orders in terms of what he wants the children to do. Let me read some more comments here. One person says, poor baby. You know how long that baby had to be crying all by herself? Another person says, I can't even hardly leave my 17-year-old for 3 hours without calling at least 20 times. Yanni says here, hope the vacation was worth it. Now you're about to have a getaway you'll never imagined. It's going to be an all-inclusive 3 square miles recreation area, barbed wires for safety. Make sure you give a review, whatever that means. Okay, give a review. Obviously, she lost it. Something was wrong. I don't know whether this mother is bipolar. Something is wrong. You know, who in their right mind would leave a baby for 10 and you what? I don't understand what? I don't know. Anyway, another person says, why didn't her friends ask questions? Where did they think her child was? She could have told her friends that the babysitter had her, or that she had already said. You can't blame the friends for that. Sorry. So another person is like me. I can't even leave my cats alone and have a camera to make sure people are checking on them. Ain't that, there's no way. When I go on vacation and I have to leave Roy, I have cameras here in the house. I also have my son, who he has the keys to my house to come and check in on Roy, my beautiful royalty. So obviously there's something she snapped. Something's not right. She has to go under psychiatric evaluation. God, really? But for 10 days, Ma? You out there partying it up? What? I don't know. Anyway, leave your comments and tell me what you think.